Good evening, ninjas, and thank God it's Saturday. Alright, ninjas, real talk. How was your week? Kumusta po ang linggo ng lahat? Pahingi naman ako ng highlight reel natin. Ano yung isang pinaka-epic na nagawa or na-accomplish mo since Monday this week? Pa-type naman po quickly sa chat natin, whether you are in TikTok or in the Blue app. Let me know. I-flood natin ang stream ng good vibes para smooth sailing lang tayo this weekend. At kung may bloopers or plot twist tayo, or kung meron kayong bakit ganun na moments, okay lang yan. Let's drop them like your bad Wi-Fi and let's not bring them to the weekend. And speaking of weekend, let's do this weekend as our official reset. So hit that button hard. Ano bang mga plano ninyo ngayong weekend? Pa-share naman kung ano ang mga ganap ninyo. Ako bukas manonood ako ng sine. Manonood ako ng Demon Slayer ba? Demon Hunter. Basta yung may demon something. Panoorin ko siya along with my pamangkins. Para po sa mga bagong ninjas na nag-tune in tonight, let's quickly run through what's happening so you are in the loop. Good evening once again to our listeners and viewers, and for those who are catching the replay or the recorded version via Spotify or YouTube, you're part of this family too. So please, you're now tuned in to the Office Ninja Podcast Live, the feisty little sibling of our main show, the Office Ninja Podcast. By the way, regular episodes are dropped every Sunday at 7 a.m. Pag Friday naman, although we're doing it Saturday for this week, since nagkaroon tayo ng event kagabi, but usually every Fridays 8 p.m. We go live, raw and unfiltered. And then you'll catch the more polished, edited version of the live stream recording tuwing Lunes naman, Monday, 6 a.m. So whether you're here for the chaos of our live stream or the smoother cut version every Mondays, I'd say you are in the right place. Maraming salamat po sa pagtatap-tap ng screen. Ayun, may nag-comment na, Demon Slayer Infinite Castle. Yun ang panonoorin namin. Right now, we're live both on TikTok. Ito yung screen na to sa gitna ko. And meron din naman tayong live na ongoing via the Blue app sa kabila. Yes, that's Facebook. So a big shoutout po sa mga nanonood din sa old man of the social media natin, and happy Saturday once again to everyone. I hope you hang out with us for the whole duration of the stream. Mga 30 to 40 minutes lang to, because this is not just me talking to you. This is our chance to be talking to each other. The live format is how we get closer to our subscribers and viewers. So instead of just yung typical na passively listening sa Spotify or nanonood kayo sa YouTube, you actually get the chance to jump into the conversation and be part of the podcast episode. Pina-flash natin din yung mga highlights ng comments ninyo kung makakapag-comment kayo sa chat natin during the edited version na. So please, pasuyo lang ako, patap-tap naman ng screens natin kung kayo ay nasa TikTok. I think may ganun din sa Facebook. Pasuyo naman ako, pa-share din ang stream natin sa mga friends ninyo, co-workers, even your favorite office chismis buddies, and let's make this Saturday night count, or at least productive kahit paano. We have an exciting discussion for tonight. Pinaskill ko siya siguro mid of this week. And I believe if everyone is all set, ayan, meron na tayong traction kahit paano on both sides of the app, we can dive into the topic. Alam mo yung pagod ka na? Yan, actually, nandyan siya sa screen niyo. Stress ka pa? Tapos, gusto mo lang ilabas yung sama ng loob mo sa trabaho. It's that day. That very unfortunate day. Tapos, ang sinagot sa'yo, think positive. Don't dwell on negativity. Minsan tuloy mapapaisip ka, bawal lang ba talagang magreklamo? Bawal na ba talagang magreklamo? Kailangan bang laging masaya? And kailan pa naging kasalanan ang pagiging honest? Kasi, let's be real, hindi lahat ng reklamo toxic. Ulitin ko hindi lahat ng reklamo toxic. Baka yung mismong paggamit ko ng word na reklamo kasi yun yung nagtitrigger. Minsan, it's just our way or some people's way of saying, I'm human, I'm tired, and I need help. Pero sa sobrang uso ng tinatawag nating toxic positivity sa workplace, feeling mo, once ka na nga lang mag-open up, ayun, poof, na-stamp ka pa as a negative person. Naku. So today, Office Ninjas, pag-usapan natin or palakihin natin to. Ano ba ang healthy way para maglabas ng hinanakit sa trabaho? At kailan nga ba ito nagiging problem? Kailan nga ba nagiging concern? Kasi news flash, pag yan inipon mo sa loob mo, mas delikado yan. Kaya minsan, pag sabi ng totoo would be your release, or ang pagiging straightforward would be that opportunity for you to release the tension, so to speak. Anyway, sige po, ila-launch ko siya in a bit, but anyway, if you're on TikTok, we have a live poll question. At kung kayo naman po nasa Facebook natin, pa-type na lang ako ng vote po ninyo dyan sa chat. Makaka-capture ko yan dahil nag-screen record din ako. Ang question po natin for tonight, kapag nagre-reklamo ka sa trabaho, anong klaseng response ang nakukuha mo sa paligid mo? Again, let me repeat, our poll question for tonight's live stream recording is, kapag nagre-reklamo ka sa trabaho or nagvo-voice out ka ng mga concerns mo, ano bang klaseng response sa paligid mo ang na-encounter mo? Pakitype naman ng A or vote A if ang comment na nakukuha mo ay wag kang nega, isipin mo na lang yung mga blessings. Yan ba yung lagi nyong naririnig? Type A. Or B, ang naririnig mo bang comment ay ganun talaga, normal lang yan. Yan po ay ang option B. Ganun talaga, normal lang yan. Wait itatry ko lang i-launch ulit. Or C, letter C, tama lang yan, ilabas mo lang lahat. Letter C, tama lang yan, ilabas mo lang lahat. So pasuyo po ako, palagay naman yung vote ninyo whether it's an A, B, or C. Wait 5 minutes ko to. Ayun. Ayan. Lumabas po yung color blue icon kung kayo ay nasa TikTok. It's on this side of the screen. Ayan. For 5 minutes po, pwede nyong i-press yung blue button na nasa upper left ng screen ninyo at pa-type naman yung vote ninyo. Kung kayo naman ay nasa Facebook, yan, pa-type lang ng A, B, or C. Depende sa vote ninyo. Pagdating sa live stream po natin, ang nagiging core topics natin is revolving around inspirations ng mga messages na nakuha natin via Facebook and IG. So sometime in May or April, nag-launch tayo ng batch 1 ng mga invitation for people to write some of their workplace concerns. And kasama pa to sa batch 1 natin. So allow me to read yung letter niya. Hayaan nyo pong basahin ko yung letter niya. Sabi natin dito, or sabi niya dito, Dear Office Ninja, first of all, thank you that you opened up your podcast for your subscribers to take part. Wow, maraming salamat din sa'yo. Vocal akong tao and it seems like tuwing may i-voice out akong concern, bakit parang namamasama siya? Ulit, tuwing may i-voice out akong concern, bakit parang namamasama siya? Feeling ko tuloy, wag na lang magsalita. Tatahimik na lang ba ako? This message is from, ayan, ang anonymous siya, but ang sabi niya, gamitin nating code name ay Epic Talakera. Epic Talakera. So, ang concern niya is, ano daw siya, vocal type of person, at tuwing may i-voice out siyang concern sa workplace, parang na negative yung impact, namamasama daw siya. So, meron siyang feeling na wag na lang daw ba siyang mag-open up, tatahimik na lang daw ba siya. So, yan po ang letter natin or topic natin na kung saan magre-revolve yung live stream recording natin for tonight. So, maraming salamat in advance na Epic Talakera for our for the letter or concern na ni-raise mo. Maraming salamat. Okay, so let's dive into the discussions. By the way guys, a reminder lang magiging makulit ako. Ayan, yung color blue na icon natin dyan na may timer, pa-press naman dyan at pa-vote. Pa-type po ng vote ninyo kung ano sa tingin ninyo ang nagiging sitwasyon sa area ng work ninyo as it relates to our topic. Okay, for our insights, first insight for tonight. Hello boy, magandang gabi sa'yo. And hello din po sa mga nasa stream ho natin. Salamat sa pag-type at pag-tap ng screen natin. For our first insight for tonight, sabi natin dito, toxic positivity isn't real support. Rather, it's a emotional dismissal. Ano ako doon? Ulitin ko. Sabi natin sa ating first insight, toxic positivity isn't real support. It's emotional dismissal. Anong ibig sabihin natin dito? Sabi dito, let's really call it out, no? I-call out natin na kapag may nag-open up sa atin about work stress, tapos sagot mo lang think positive. Medyo guilty din ako dito, honestly. Guilty din ako dito kasi there's that part in me na parang automatic na natitrigger na tumulong kapag merong lumapit to ask for my comment, or minsan nga nagkukwento lang sila pero for some reason parang default ko na magsabi, okay, ganito ang gawin mo, kahit di naman siya nangihingi ng suggestion, no? And one of the suggestions or immediate reaction ko is, uy, okay lang yan, think positive. But lo and behold, di ba? Ito yung learning ko upon creating this live stream guide natin. Basically, ang sabi natin dito, hindi pala talaga automatic na encouragement ang pagsasabi ng think positive. Sabi natin, or at least some literature would say, that's avoidance in disguise. Ano sabihin ng avoidance in disguise? Parang tinatago natin or iniiwasan natin ang pagdidiscuss ng totoong topic or ng totoong issue by easily putting up front yung comment na think positive. Toxic positivity sounds nice on the surface. Totoo naman. Parang feel good vibes. Tama? I would agree. Pero underneath, dun pumapasok yung tinatawag nating emotional dismissal. We're dismissing the real concern of the people. Dinidismiss natin yung totoong issue or iniiwasan nating pag-usapan kung ano talaga ang problema. So, imbis na makinig tayo para ituloy yung details, para mas maintindihan natin, or eventually para mas matulungan yung tao, binabara natin yung nararamdaman nila with that one-liner, think positive. Ano bang nangyayari? Himayin natin ng kaunti. Himayin natin ng kaunti. Uy, singit ko lang po bago tayo mag-proceed. Ayan, so far sa nilaunch natin, 50-50 tayo. 50% of the voters noted letter A, wag nega, isipin lang yung blessings. While another 50% of the voters said letter B, ganun talaga, normal lang yan. Okay, ila-launch po natin ulit yung poll. Tuloy-tuloy lang yan until maipon ko yung yung comment po ninyo hanggang matapos yung live natin. So going back sa discussion natin, ano bang nangyayari at paano nadidismiss yung emotions and yung totoong pag-alam ng root cause ng concern ng tao with that one-liner think positive? First, possible scenario is hindi na-address yung root cause ng problem. Sabi nga natin, anong ibig sabihin nito? Kapag puro think positive, pag ito lang yung sagot na bibigay natin or na-receive natin sa mga concerns, parang nilalagyan lang natin ng imagine niyo yung band-aid. Imagine a band-aid. Parang nilalagyan mo lang ng bandage yung sugat na kailangang tahiin. Ayan, nakita ko yung sister ko na nasa medical field sakto. You can just imagine, merong sugat na dapat tahiin. But instead, by saying think positive, parang nilagyan mo lang ng band-aid. So anong ibig nating sabihin? Siguro may panandali ang relief or perception na tumutulong ka when in fact hindi mo talaga nasusolve yung problema. Sure, may temporary feel-good effect, so to speak. Pero yung totoong issue, nandyan lang siya, hindi siya nasusolve. Kung workload ang problem, for example, hindi nawawala sa pamamagitan ng smiley emoji. Di ba? Hindi siya nasusolve sa ganon. Kung may toxic na teammate, hindi siya magically magiging mabait dahil lang nag-quote tayo na ano tayo ito? May comment na ang tawag ito, pagpasensyahan mo na siya, think positive na lang. Siyempre hindi naman nasa-solve yung kasamaan ng ugali o yung kagaspangan ng ugali ng workmate natin pag ganun. We say that without actually addressing yung source ng stress, the cycle just keeps on repeating. Hanggang sa dumating yung araw na hindi na maliit yung issue na dapat nating ayusin, kung hindi isang totally full-blown out concern na siya, and yung mga taong involved, ayan, either burned out na or talagang affected na sila ng result ng pagsasantabi natin ng pagsosolve ng problem. Second possible scenario, natatatak yung tao as negative for simply being honest. So, like I said, sa Office Ninja Podcast, we discuss the positives and the negatives. We don't paint a perfect picture, but we rather paint the real work scenario or the setup at different workplaces kung nasa ang industriya ka man. So, para sa second consideration natin, ano bang totoong nangyayari? Isa sa mga negative offshoot is yan, nababrand, no? Sabi ko kanina sa start natin yan, nababrand negatively yung tao na nagsasabi, or siguro ito yung worry ng letter sender natin for tonight, no? Si pangalan niya? Wait, para sure ako. Si Epic Talakera. Ito siguro yung concern ni Epic Talakera na baka pag pinagpatuloy niya ang pagvo-voice out, since sabi niya medyo outspoken na person, na ma-brand siya negatively, and this can hurt yung career niya. Reality, ito yung masakit. Minsan, hindi ka na lang nagsasabi kasi ayaw mong matawag na nega or complainer. Lalo na sa Philippine context, no? Medyo we're not the type na sa culture natin na gustong nirarock yung boat, na ang pagiging outspoken can more often than not be misinterpreted as impatient, complainer, hindi team player, mayabang, all-knowing, diba? So, although guys, gusto kong ihiwalay yung pagiging, magkaiba kasi ang outspoken sa tactless. Magkaiba yung outspoken sa bastos. Nasa pagdi-deliver pa rin yan, siyempre. But if you deliver it properly, you deliver it professionally, you consider also yung receiver ng message mo, and not just lashing out kung ano yung gusto mong sabihin, I think that warrants something. Isipin na lang natin, no, kung lahat ng honest feedback sinasantabi natin under the concept of negativity, o sino pang magsasabi ng totoo? Diba? Would you rather live in a blissful ignorance because hindi mo alam yung, or walang nagre-raise ng totoong sentiments, or walang nagre-raise ng mga concerns, pero happy, it appears so happy, or yung alam mo yung totoo and that you can do something about it or act on it? Alin sa dalawa ang gusto ninyo? Minsan pa nga, the more ka na nagsasalita, the more na nakikita na mas may problem, or ikaw nakikita as problem, pero hindi naman ikaw yung dahilan ng problema. It just so happened that you were the courageous one to comment. On several workplaces, uy, hello po, Hezi, hello sa'yo. Malamang nasa Cebu na kayo, no? Malamang nasa Cebu na kayo. See you in Cebu next week. And yes po, nasa Cebu tayo next week, no? Mamaya i-queue ko this weekend and on Monday. Yan yung last natin for 3 episodes na of our podcast. Ayan, sinasama natin ang advertisement ng PSTD. So, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys na makapag-join sa National Convention. Good luck sa inyo, Hezi, and thank you in advance sa mga members ng committee na nagpapagod. Now, going back lang, no? Uy, yan, nag-prompt ulit yung poll natin. Para sa second wave ng votes natin, letter A ang pinakamataas sa comment sa tanong na kapag nagrereklamo ka sa trabaho, anong kadalasang response sa paligid mo? 100% ng mga second wave or third wave ng voters natin said, wag nega, isipin lang yung blessings. Yun yung nare-receive daw nila. Sige, pagpahingayin ko muna si Paul para tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. Would you rather ba na tahimik sa workplace? Would you rather ba na tahimik sa workplace at wag guluhin, wag i-rock yung boat, so to speak? Mas gusto niyo bang everything is fine? Ako hindi. When I say ako hindi, I'd rather know and I'd rather say and declare ano yung mga bagay na maa-actionan ko. Say for example, if you're talking about my team, pag may ni-raise na concern, I'd rather tell my team na hindi po kaya or hindi pa kakayanin ngayon, or I would need more resources, or that maybe these are things that are beyond me as of the moment. Maybe these are things that I can raise, pero wala sa akin yung final yes or a final no, rather than ikuble. Mas gusto kong may mental note ako ng mga bagay na kailangan kong ayusin, whether they are within my full control or not, kesa yung manghuhula ako and magtatry akong mag-implement ng potential improvements or solutions only to fall short because they are not the real root cause of the problem. Third consideration natin, and I would say ito yung pinakagrabe, no? Because of this type of response na think positive kapag merong nag-raise ng concern. Kung yun ang laging response, one key concern na nakita ko sa pagbabasa is it can create a fake workplace culture where people smile on the outside pero nagka-crack or nagka-crumble na pala sa loob. Ulitin ko lang because this is very important. Having this default of a comment or a suggestion, it creates a fake workplace culture where people smile on the outside pero nagka-crack and nagka-crumble na pala sa loob. Ito yung pinakagrabe kasi ito yung tipong picture perfect ang workplace mo. Picture perfect ang office. Pero behind the scenes, may bottled up frustration na pala ang mga tao. Uy, maraming salamat po sa mga nagtatap ng screen natin. Maraming salamat, Tuti. Christ, thank you for the follow. Maraming salamat po. And again, once again po, yung mga people natin sa Facebook, hello po sa mga dumadaan natin. Para siyang Instagram filter na perfect. Ganong culture, no? Maganda sa labas, pero fake or troublesome sa loob. Team lunches, may pictures. Team happiness, hindi mo makita sa camera roll. But when people feel that they have to hide their struggles just to fit in, it's not positivity anymore. It's pressure, nakatagong pressure, or parang an invisible pressure. Ito yung pressure na yon, and this pressure builds up. And then one day, all that pretending will cost the company more. It can be translated sa resignations, sa disengagement, low satisfaction scores, low engagement scores, hot climate sa workplace when you do a survey, and in trust that almost impossible to win back. Diba? Ito yung pinakamahirap kapag yung trust ang talagang wala na or ang hirap i-build or i-win back kasi nagkukwentahan na or nagiging calculative na yung work setting or work environment. An additional kicker, when a culture forces people to pretend to be okay just to be accepted, it's not positivity anymore. We call it performance. No, para kayo nasa play, di ba? Nagpe-perform kayo. And this performance has an expiration date. So if we truly want to support someone, we need to do more than throw positive vibes at them. Please take note of the phrase, throw positive vibes at them. We need to listen, we need to acknowledge their reality, and then help them move forward. Ulitin ko. The suggested formula is, first, we need to listen, we need to acknowledge their reality, and then that's the only time that then we offer help so that everyone can move forward. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitan ng inspirational quote yung sugat na kailangang tahiin. I mean, to close, no, yung 3 concerns na ni-raise natin kanina. Hindi natin pwedeng gamitan ng inspirational quote ng smiley emoji yung sugat na kailangang tahiin. I guess what we're trying to say to wrap up the first insight natin is face the concern. Face the concern and deal with it. Or acknowledge if you cannot deal with it sa ngayon. Diba? Okay. So guys, let's pause for a bit for some announcements related to the National Convention of PSTD.
In a world shaped by change, one flame has continued to burn bright. For 50 years, it has sparked growth, fueled innovation, and ignited transformation. This August 27 to 29, that flame burns stronger than ever in the vibrant heart of Cebu. Learn from the best. World-renowned speaker Francis Kong and RCBC President and CEO Eugene Acevedo. Gain insights that challenge your thinking and transform your practice. From immersive learning tracks to powerful plenary sessions, be part of a one-of-a-kind experience built to empower today's talent champions. And this year, we go beyond the convention. Join us as we honor the past with the PSTD 60th Anniversary Grand Dinner, an elegant tribute to 6 decades of excellence. Be part of history as we launch the 8th Gawad Maestro Awards, celebrating the nation's most outstanding talent development initiatives and leaders. This isn't just a convention, it's a celebration, a movement, a milestone. This is PSTD Ablaze, August 27 to 29, Bai Hotel Cebu. Don't just witness history, be part of it. Register now at www.pstdnotcon.com.
Once again, good evening everyone and welcome to the Office Ninja Podcast Live. Maraming salamat po sa mga nagtatap sa mga screens natin. May mga nakita ko nag-follow kanina. Maraming salamat. Before we continue, let's do a quick roll call. Pasuyo naman po ako na pa-type sa screen natin or sa chat kung saan kayo nanonood. Nasang part kayo ng country or ng mundo. Kung kayo nasa offshore. Anong country po kayo? Pa-type naman. And kung meron kayong gustong ipa-shoutout, this is that part of our live stream recording. Pa-type naman po na mga gusto nyong batiin natin. But I'm more interested to know kung taga saan po kayo. I am now live streaming in Angeles City, Pampanga. So sa mga kabalen po, Maya Pabengi, because I'm doing the live recording ng gabi. It's a Saturday evening po ngayon. Pa-type naman, nasan po kayo ngayon nanonood ng live natin. Please type it on the screen. Watching from Los Angeles, Pampanga, si K. Ayan, taga Angeles din pala si K. Magandang gabi. Maraming salamat po. Pa-type naman guys para ma-acknowledge natin. Makita natin ang reach. Nasaan kayo? Hi Paolo Nicolo, welcome sa live natin. Please let me know, nasan kayong part ng Philippines ngayon? Para ma-shoutout natin kayo. Sa Facebook, ganun din po. Pa-type naman kung nasaan kayo na parte ng mundo ngayon or ng country natin para ma-shoutout ko naman po kayo. Once again, we are doing the live stream recording of the Office Ninja Podcast live. Maraming salamat po. Guys, pa-type naman nasan kayong part ng country natin or nasan kayo nanonood ngayong Saturday evening so that we can do a shout out sa inyo. I'm seeing some regulars sa live natin. Nakita ko si Coco. Ayan. Speaking of, ayan naman ba siya? Hi boss Coco, magandang gabi. Coco, nasan ka ngayon? Nasang part ka ng Pilipinas nanonood ngayon? Pa-type naman sa pasuy naman ako, pa-type dyan sa screen po natin para mabati ko naman kayo kung nasaan kayo nanonood ngayon. We'll spend a few more minutes to acknowledge at kung meron kayong gustong ipa-shout out, let me know. Pampanga din pala si Coco. Anong taga Pampanga halos ang mga nandito? Sir Paulo, thank you very much also. Maraming salamat. Si Sir Paulo nagla-live din pala siya. Na-champion ko yung live niya nung isang gabi, no? Maraming salamat Sabi ni K-Dot, although na-block lang siya, K-Dot, I want to know about your take sa mga tao na ginagamit ang term na Bisaya as an insult. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, K-Dot, it's part of the Filipino culture or the mainstream culture, but that doesn't mean naman na tama yun, di ba? Hindi naman ibig sabihin nun na tama siya. But I think basta wag lang ma-feel bad about it kasi nandyan naman na siya eh. Like for example, even Kapampangans are viewed as mayabang, di ba? May ganong dilemma or may ganong parte ng culture natin na biniview ang mga Kapampangan na mayabang. So, may mga ganun talaga. May mga parang markers, no, per ethnicity natin. Just don't get bothered about it and don't use it also. Huwag kang tumulong mag-propagate nun, no? So, ako, ganun ang take ko. Ganun ang take ko. Taga saan pa po kayo, guys? Pa-type naman sa screen natin. Where are you watching ngayon? Ngayong gabi sa live stream natin, whether you are in Facebook or in tawag dito or sa TikTok natin. Ayun, sabi ni Sir Paolo, last Monday po yun. Busy ako since Wednesday dahil lang ako nagbukas. Ako din po, sobrang busy. Sobrang busy. Coco, syempre hindi kita pupuntahan, ang busy ko ding tao. De, joke lang. Tinatanong lang natin kung saan nanggagaling yung mga nasa live stream natin ngayon para mabati naman natin. Once again guys, maraming salamat po sa mga nasa live stream natin, sa mga dumaan at nakatambay. I really appreciate the support. We are doing the live stream recording of the Office Ninja Podcast live. So maraming salamat po. Let's move para sa second insight natin, no, sa topic natin for tonight. Ayan yung topic natin, no, nakasulat sa baba, diba? Nakakatulong ba na laging sinasabing think positive? Ayan, no, si MJVR, sabi niya sa akin, think positive. Second insight natin, sabi natin dito, vented emotions are not negativity. They are actually reality checks. Ulitin ko, vented emotions are not negativity. Rather, we say that they are reality checks. Let's get this straight, no? Venting out is not the same as being toxic. Magkahiwalay sila and let's normalize that. Expressing one's frustration doesn't make you a negative person. Basta maayos, professional, magalang ang pagkakasabi, hindi condescending, hindi sarcastic. In fact, we say that it's actually the opposite. It means that you care enough to actually feel something about work, about the people, and about your workplace culture. So huwag tayong maging allergic doon. Think about it, no? Kung wala namang pake, tatahimik na lang, di ba? Pag wala ka namang pakialam, wala ka rin namang sasabihin, bakit natin siya sinasabi na reality check siya in disguise? Kasi venting when done right, emphasis on the term when done right, puts a spotlight on what's wrong so it can be fixed. It's not just an emotional release, but it's a signal. Alam niyo yung kapag yung sa pelikula, yung pag na-stranded sila sa lumubog yung barko tapos nasa lifeboat sila, yung barrel na merong flare ang tawag, no? It's that signal para meron kayong mental picture. It's a signal that something in the system, in the process, in leadership, or in the work dynamics that needs attention. Yun yung signal natin. Walang masama sa pagiging vocal. So, eto na yung comment ko dun sa tanong mo kanina para sa letter sender natin. Walang masama sa pagiging vocal, lalo na kung ang goal mo ay improvement and not just attention. Emphasis on the word, on the phrase, not just attention. Ano ba ang difference? Ang tinatawag daw na attention-seeking venting. Attention-seeking venting. Ito yung puro reklamo, walang suggestion, walang context. I remember a very important conversation I had in the past. Ine-explain ko dun sa ka-work ko, ano bang difference kapag ikaw officer level na or pag ine-expect ka na senior ka na sa workplace at hindi ka yung parang clerk, no, or gopher. Pag sabing gopher, yung do this, do that, hindi ka na ganung level lang. Ang nagse-separate sa'yo would be dapat recommendatory ka na. Anong ibig sabihin natin doon? kapag normal worker ka, or say for example, go for associate ka, or rank and file yung level mo, you're expected to do as ordered. You're expected to execute as per procedure. Pero kapag nasa higher level ka na, ang linyahan mo magiging ganito na. Kunyari, ako yung kausap mo, na, or kaya kausap ko si boss Ken. Sabihin ko, Boss Ken, meron po tayong problema sa ganito. And okay lang po ba na ang gawin ko ay ganito? Or okay lang po ba pahingi ako ng help kasi kailangan ko ng ganitong resources? Meron po tayong problema sa ganito. And I think ang root cause po nito ay ganito. Nakita niyo yung difference? Ang normal na empleyado, meaning yung hindi nakaposisyon or hindi senior na empleyado, magre-raise lang siya ng concern. Pero ang totoong tao na may level up na ng kahit papaano, lalo na pag humahawak ka na ng tao, dapat may suggestions ka na. Meron ka ng recommendations kung paano isolve yung problema and not just raise the concern. That separates yung sinasabog siguro natin kanina na attention-seeking venting lang. And ano yung may opposite nun? Ang opposite nun is yung improvement-driven venting. So, para ma-picture nyo siya ha, ang hinihiwalay natin yung tinatawag na attention-seeking venting versus yung improvement-driven venting. Yung kanina yan, puro reklamo, blah blah blah. Sa improvement-driven venting naman, dito naman yung nilalatag mo yung problema, may example, at kahit papaano, may idea ka kung paano pwedeng ayusin. Lalo na kung ang kausap mo is yung decision maker mo, yung boss mo, o yung potential coordinating person mo na makatulong sa'yo. Sabi ni JM Guantilla, pa-shoutout po. Ayan, magandang Sabado night sa iyo, JM Guantilla, and welcome to the Office Ninja Podcast live stream recording. Sige, Coco, balikan natin yung question mo later ha. Meron tayong Q&A part sa live natin. So very short na lang naman yung natin recording, tas later I'll go back to your question. Paalala mo sa akin ha. Ang problema lang sa dami ng workplace na allergic sa confrontation. Sabi nga natin na maybe this is very Filipino of us. Lahat ng venting pinapasok na natin or kinakategorize na natin sa kahon ng negativity. No, basta nag-raise ng concern, negativity. Ako, hindi ko excuse ang sarili ko ha. Nade-default ako minsan dyan na pag may lumapit na merong concern na gustong erase, no? Parang, ano na naman kaya ito? So, hindi ko i-excuse ang sarili ko. And this is something that I'm trying to work din sa sarili ko, no? Na eventually mag-graduatean ko. Ang nagiging resulta nga lang nito, syempre, kapag nagiging ganito laging approach mo, people may stop using that opportunity to talk to you to raise their concerns. And ang nangyayari, management may lose the only people brave enough to tell them the truth. No? Aalis na lang kasi syempre, hindi sila napapakinggan or they feel like their ideas are not as valuable as they want them to be, lalo na if very strong yung pinangahawakan nila that these are for improvement. So the next time someone vents, instead of shutting them down with stay positive, let's try to change the dialogue, no? Change natin yung narrative. Ang maging narrative na natin is, okay, anong tingin mong pwedeng gawin natin dito? Sabi ni Sir Paulo Nicolo, when we say think positive kasi, it gives better problem solving, at the same time increase the opportunities. In that perspective, yes, I would agree also, no? Dapat lagyan ng action and wag lang gamitin yung think positive to shut people down, diba? Or shut the discussion down. Gusto ko yung term na kabibitaw lang natin Anong tingin mong pwede natin gawin dito? In a way, you're also empowering, no? Yung kausap mo na paano ba natin masusolusyonan ito, or based sa na-observe mo, based sa alam mo, based sa idea mo, paano ba natin ito ma-shift? Sabi dito, that simple shift turns emotion into action, and that's where the real change starts. That's very powerful, no? Yung nasi-shift mo yung emotion, yung complaint, kasi yung complaint is a manifestation of an emotion, no? Into action, and a positive action at that. Itatali ko siya dun sa kinoment ngayon lang ni Sir Paulo Nicolo. It triggers na may action kang gagawin, and that's where the real change starts. Sabi nga natin. Before we continue, let me relaunch the poll para sa mga bagong dating po. Ayan, I just relaunched. There's that blue icon kung kayo ay nasa TikTok. Meron tayong blue icon na nasa upper left portion ng screen natin if you're on our TikTok live. Sa Facebook naman po, pagpasensyahan nyo na, hindi ko ma-type kasi sabi ni Facebook, ita-type siya on the spot, so medyo matatagalan, no? Ang question po natin for tonight's live stream recording is, kapag nagrereklamo ka sa trabaho, anong klaseng response ang nakukuha mo sa paligid mo? Pa-press yung A. Kapag ang nare-receive mo ay wag kang nega, isipin mo na lang yung mga blessings. Type B. B naman, as in beta. Kung ganun talaga, normal lang yan. Yan ba yung naririnig natin usually? Or type C. Kung ang nakukuha nating comment is yung tama lang yan, ilabas mo lang lahat. So vent out, kumbaga. Alin po sa tatlong yan ang nakukuha ninyong response sa work area ninyo or sa work environment ninyo? Is it A, B, or C? Kung kayo ay nasa TikTok po, once again, please tap on that blue icon. Kung kayo po ay nasa Facebook, nag-screen record din po ako. Basta i-type nyo lang dyan kung ano ang vote ninyo. Once again, maraming salamat po, and you are watching the Office Ninja Podcast live stream recording. Maraming salamat po. Now we move to our next insight, and that's insight number 3. Anong sabi natin sa insight number 3? Real teams know when to listen, not just when to cheer. Ulitin ko ha, sabi natin sa third insight natin, real teams know when to listen, not just when to cheer. Ito yung parang I guess in a quick summary before we go into the details. We're trying to say na let's also not just love conversations because they are happy conversations. Let's also embrace conversations, difficult conversations with people, especially if they're meant for improvement or to address some concerns. Let's be real. Mas madali siguro talagang mag-cheer. Mas madali siguro talagang magsabi na you got this, kaya mo yan. Kaso ito yung mga comments na pwedeng sakit naman, napapaisip tuloy ako ba't ko sinulat ito. Yan yung mga pwede nating i-copy-paste sa group chat, di ba? Tapos na, yun na yung contribution mo for the day. Pero being in a real team, it's not just about cheering when things are happy. It's also about facing things when they are difficult, when they are hard. It's about knowing when to stop talking, and it's about knowing when to start listening. Kasi minsan, ang kailangan ng tao, hindi hype. Ang kailangan ng tao, hindi hype, kundi space. Space to process, space to tell their side without fearing of being judged, and pangatlo, space to feel seen, not just pushed into feeling okay. I-highlight ko siya ulit ha. Hindi lang siya about hype. Minsan it's all about giving people space. Space to process, space to tell their side without fear of being judged, or third, space to feel seen, not just pushed to feel okay or think that they are okay. Real teams get that support in a not so one-size-fits-all approach. Hindi rin pwedeng kung anong ginagawa mo sa isa gagawin mo lang sa lahat and expect that it will be okay. Yes, there's time for hype, there will be time for pep talks, but a true leader, a true HR professional would also be sensitive enough to know na may mga moments na ang pinaka-supportive thing that we can do is to shut up, make that eye contact, and hear what's being said, even if it's uncomfortable. Here's the truth. Listening is not passive. Listening should not be passive. Let me correct myself. Listening should not be passive. It should be as active as possible. It requires focus, empathy, and sometimes the courage to hear things you don't want to hear. Pero yung difference between a group of people who work together And a real team is that the real team would have each other's backs kahit na mahirap ang discussion, kahit na tagilid yung pinag-uusapan. Tandaan natin, silence is not peace. It can also be a hidden pressure. Alam ko makulit, but this is something that we want to emphasize to everyone. Let's not mistake silence for peace because it can also be a bottled up pressure. Okay, guys, maraming salamat po sa mga nagvo-vote. Ayan, kaka-close lang ulit ng next wave natin ng voting. And for this voting, A ang nagtatop sa voting po natin. Maraming well, let me just do a screenshot. Yun. Maraming salamat po sa mga nag-participate sa voting natin. We will launch another voting cycle and that will be our last voting cycle for tonight's live stream recording. Welcome back to the Office Ninja Podcast live stream recording, and we're almost done with tonight's live. Maraming salamat po again sa mga tumambay sa atin dito sa TikTok live app and on our Old Man's Blue app via Facebook. Uy, sa TikTok po, maraming salamat. Nasa 31.7k likes na tayo. Maraming salamat po sa mga nag-support. Maraming salamat po sa mga nag-engage dyan sa chat natin, no? Pa-type lang kung meron kayong comments about the discussions that we're having. And then later on, let's launch a quick Q&A naman, no? May nakikita akong questions sa live stream natin. So, i-cover natin yung mga questions ninyo. Whether they are directly related na sa topic natin or just some workplace concerns na gusto ninyong pag-usapan, we'll allot a few minutes related to it. Okay. So, a quick summary of takeaways, no? Now, para sa mga kadarating lang, let me read lang very quickly, no, yung letter ulit ng sender natin for tonight's live. Sabi niya dito, this is a letter from Epic Talakera. Si Epic Talakera. Sabi niya, vocal akong tao and it seems like tuwing may i-voice out akong concern, bakit parang namamasama ako? Feeling ko tuloy, wag na lang ako magsalita kaya tatahimik na lang ba ako? So, since kanina sa live natin, we're talking about the pros and cons, the intricacies, the details behind, no, and the negative impact that may be resulting from just saying think positive. Para magkaroon kayo ng visual, ang sabi natin kanina, para siyang binand-aid mo yung isang sugat na kailangang tahiin. And then from the inputs din, no, ng live stream chat participants natin, ang sabi natin is baliktad, let's not just use the think positive as something na parang lip service, bagkus i-convert natin yung emotion, no, of which the concern, the complaint is anchored to or anchored from to action, a positive action, something that can create opportunities. And yun ang tatandaan kong binanggit ni Paolo Nicolo kanina, something that create opportunities, something that would open, no, insights for people to act para makapag-improve. And jumping from those, ang summary ng mga takeaways natin are as follows. First, not all complaints are toxic. Some are actually necessary. Think of them as medyo negative. Medyo weird ang naisip ko. Para siyang pataba sa lupa. Di ba ang pataba sa lupa ay dumi? So, mabaho siya. Madumi siya. Pero, these are necessary yuck. Di ba? These are necessarily yuckness. Kasi nagdudulot sila ng maganda eventually doon sa halaman. Next, positivity becomes toxic only when it blocks the real connection. Positivity becomes toxic if it's used point blank, if it's used carelessly, no? And if it blocks connection. Kung ginagamit mo siya para wag nang mapag-usapan yung concern, then mali. Nagiging toxic yung positivity. And lastly, kung gusto mo ng mas matibay na team, dapat kaya ninyong mapag-usapan ang hirap, not just the highlights or the fun stuff. Mas madali siyang sabihin, alam ko, but maybe these are our ongoing, our rolling assignments ng lahat, no? Hindi lang ng leaders, hindi lang ng HR, not just by HR, not just by people who handle people, but everyone. Because everyone in the team may ambag kayo kung paano ang magiging work relationship. Hindi mo pwedeng ituro lang na, ay kasalanan niya kaya hindi kami close. Diba? May ambag ka dun. Promise. So, para ma-improve natin or para we reach that point where we can talk about difficult stuff, where it would be more easy for us to talk about uncomfortable situations or topics, this should be a team effort. No? Pag-usapan natin at pagtulungan natin to reach that level, if not yet. Okay? And please allow me to launch for the last time the wait lang this will be the last wave of our vote, our poll for tonight. Ayan, na-launch ulit yung color blue icon natin sa left side ng screen ninyo. And for our live stream poll question for tonight, we ask, kapag nagrereklamo ka or nagve-vent out ka ng concern sa work, anong klase ba ng response ang nare-receive mo sa paligid mo? Type A if ang nakukuha mong feedback is wag kang nega, isipin mo na lang yung mga blessings. Yan. Kung kayo nasa Facebook, pa-type A kung yun yung nare-receive ninyong comment. Type B if ganun talaga, normal lang yan. Or type C kung ang nare-receive mong feedback is tama lang yan, ilabas mo ang lahat. Maraming salamat po. Uy, ang sabi ni Word B sa kanya, ang nare-receive daw niya ay ganun talaga, normal lang yan. Yan, sayang di ko pwedeng disclose no Word kung anong industry ka. Pero yan, si Word daw sa workplace niya yun ang nare-receive niya. Sir Paulo naman, ang sabi niya, ang nare-receive niyang feedback is wag kang nega. Isipin mo na lang yung mga blessings. Well, I hope Paulo, hindi naman siya nagdudulot ng todo-todong toxic positivity. Sabi ni Word, though di ko sinasabi sa work ito, kaya wala ako nare-receive na ganun. Ang ibig mo sabihin, meaning hindi ka nagsasabi ng ganito sa work. Okay. Kung yun ang tamang understanding ko. Once again, guys, this is our last wave. No, we still have about 3 minutes to lock in your votes. So far, rank 1 ang A. Rank 1 ng A followed by B. Wala pang nagvo-vote ng C actually. Sticker designer, shout out sa'yo. Good evening and welcome to the Office Ninja Podcast live stream recording. Ako ang nagsasabi ng B. Okay. Papaisip tuloy ako kung ako ba nabibitawan ko rin ito every now and then. Okay, now for our call to action. This is usually part of our live stream recording, no? Para naman may assignment tayo or meron tayong baunin when we go back to work on Monday, no? Although holiday sa Monday, so Tuesday. For our call to action, so if someone vents out to you next week or in the coming week, don't rush to fix or sugarcoat. Don't rush to fix or sugarcoat. Just be there, listen, allow the silence, no matter how uncomfortable siya, ha? Kahit na parang, kating-kating kang magsabi ng solution, pigilan mo ang sarili mo. And if you need to speak up, remember, you do not owe anyone a happy face 24/7. So okay lang na mag-agree. Okay lang na mag-disagree. Pag-usapan ninyo, I think that's what we're trying to tell, no? Buhat kanina. Pag-usapan ninyo yung concern. Sabi ni Sir Paulo, nakaka-relate ako if you are on C. Nakaka-relate daw si Sir Paulo kung nasa C ka, no? Yung labas lang, sabi lang ng sabi. Okay. And yeah, basically that's it for tonight's live stream recording. Now, i-open natin. Napapansin ko kasi tuwing nagla-live stream tayo may mga nagtatanong. Eto na po yun, yung Q&A part natin. Anyone na may tanong po na gusto ninyong i-cover natin for tonight, pa-type naman sa screen po natin kung meron kayong questions, whether related or not direct sa topic natin ngayon, no? Ayoko namang malimit din po kayo sa mga tanong ninyo. So pa-type po sa screen if you have any questions, or let me know if you have comments, no, dito sa topic natin. Baka magandang i-share din. Syempre, I don't claim to know naman all or have covered all related to this topic. So baka meron din kayong mga experiences or insights na tingin ninyo makakatulong sa mga viewers natin or listeners natin dito sa podcast live stream natin. Let me know, guys. Kanina si Coco may tanong. Wait, I'll try to scroll back. Ayun, nakita ko. Sabi ni Coco, tanong ko lang po kung paano makakapasok sa trabaho sa edad na 18. Well, actually, Coco, nakakapasok naman sa trabaho kahit below 18. Although, syempre, may special procedures and documentations doon. Diba? Para maging legit siya. Pero at the age of 18, you can enter work. Kaso tanong lang, anong work ang gusto mong pasukan? Malaking factor kasi yun. Kasi kung may mga jobs talaga na nagre-require ng degree or at least kahit 2-year course, so kung meron ka na nun, then apply. It will not be as easy. Talagang maglalabas ka ng maraming CV and swerte mo kung, say for example, ano talaga yung profession mo, no? Yung profession na gusto mong pasukan is align sa course mo, medyo may konti kang advantage, pero again, hindi siya guarantee. Hindi siya baka agad-agad ng trabaho. Ayun, nas-freeze ako. Siya sa sukat. Malaking factor din kasi siya kung saturated ba yung market, may vacancies ba talaga. But yes, binabasa ko yung comment ni Sir Paulo, no? Hindi masama na ma-discarrel ka muna ng linya kung ang course mo walang kaugnayan sa mga tumatawag sa'yo for interview. Maybe these are good incubation meantime para makapag-gain ka rin, no, ng ibang competencies. Kasi wag mo ring isipin na parang, natapos ako ng business management, bakit ako nasa ganitong work? Well, kada work naman meron kang competency na makukuha, no? Now, kung nagmamadali ka talaga and you don't have the leisure of time, i-grab mo yon, tapos develop yourself. Say for example, nasa BPO ka, i-develop mo yung workplace discipline para sa ganoon, maging competent enough ka. Yung communication skill mo, you can improve on it. Yung people dynamics mo, you can improve it. So, para hindi sayang. Ang ayoko kasing nagiging mindset ng mga tao is nagiging sayang kapag na-discarrel ka ng linya or na misalign ka dun sa course mo. But of course, ang goal sana is yung kung anong gusto mong pasukan na mapasukan mo. But may kilala nga akong mga batchmates ko, natapos kami ng psychology, tapos nag-military, nag-police, Marines. Yung mga ganun. May nag-lawyer ako na classmate sa high school. So, iba-iba. May nag-doktor. So, alam yun, iba naman talaga tayo ng karera. So, I'm not sure, Coco, if you're still on the live stream, but yes. Mag-start ka sa isang maayos na resume. Tapos, i-polish mo yung interview interface skill mo. Marami naman sa YouTube, no, na or sa mga podcast na mga guide on how you can be a good you can handle a good interview session. Yan. Meron pa po bang tanong sa mga nasa natin, nasa live stream recording natin, or sa mga nasa Facebook po? Let me know. Meron po bang questions? Let me know. A few more seconds before we close our live stream recording for tonight. Okay, so kung wala na, by the way guys, meron tayong teaser for next week. Let's answer a quiet question a lot of people are afraid to ask. Ang tanong po ay, okay lang ba na hindi ko ka-close ang team ko o yung mga kasama ko sa work, basta ginagawa ko naman ang trabaho ko? Uy, medyo controversial topic din, di ba? Hindi ko nga i-disclose sinong nagpadala. If you ever felt out of place just because you're not the super bonding type, ayan, no? I hope makasama ko kayo. And hopefully, kung maayos ang schedule ko next week, ang live stream recording natin next week, we'll do it in Cebu because I'll be in Cebu next week. So, doon natin gagawin ang live natin, no? So, yan, may ibang environment naman tayo. Hindi itong usual na background ko ang magiging background natin. But I hope to still see you guys. And please do continue to support the live stream recording. Friday po. Friday ang natin, ang live stream recording natin. Huwag lang akong ma-invite sa dinner. Kung hindi man, tingnan natin if I can do it on a Saturday. Maraming salamat po. And for our outro, once again, thank you very much for joining me in the live stream recording of the Office Ninja Podcast live for tonight. Minove lang natin ng Saturday for this particular week because meron tayong family event na kailangan puntahan. And here is our constant reminder. Work culture should never demand your personal worth. Prioritize your inner peace and live a work life that you're most proud of or that you can be most proud of. This is the Office Ninja Podcast Live and see you again next Friday in Cebu. So nasa Cebu naman tayo. Maraming salamat po.